So, this is your match preview for our team. Wolverhampton Wanderers taking on the juggernaut that is Liverpool at Molineux on Saturday at 3 p.m. kickoff. As usual, all the normal features in this one, my dad's prediction, my prediction, and lots more besides, all coming up. So after the performances against Norwich and Wolves' inability to break down a resilient Burnley side, 2-0 draws in the last two games, who's coming to town? But yeah, Liverpool are in unbelievable form, something averaging like 3 goals a game in this season. I think they've scored at least 2 goals in each of their last 18 games in all competitions. Absolutely on fire. Battered Everton. At Everton, their arch rivals, their local derby there, 4-1. The same night that Wolves were struggling to break down Burnley. So, on paper, this is only going one way, isn't it? But this is Wolves. So, you know, we'll come on to that. The other thing I want to say before I start getting into what I think the team news and talking about the press conference and obviously everything else that comes in, is the fact that this Saturday it is Samosa Saturday, raising money for a fantastically worthwhile cause, Dementia UK. But I will be down with the Samosa crew outside the university with Manny and the team. But it's even more significant for me, this particular one, because this week our family lost a much beloved member. My auntie Sylvia passed away from a form of dementia, and she was someone that was so full of life, so joyous, one of the most kindest, loving, caring people that you could ever meet. Always so full of life, and then, you know, this horrible disease has gradually taken her away from us. In the last 2 years, she has been a shell of a person, and she's sadly passed away. And my 4 cousins, Julia, Linda, Sue, and Carol, have lost their mum, and you know, we will miss her deeply. So, as I say, Dementia UK is a horrible disease. If you can get past the samosa store tomorrow, come and say hello to us all. You know, have a samosa, make a donation if you can, and hopefully one day we can put an end to this horrible disease. For it all goes to helping the dementia nurses, and obviously for research. Getting on to obviously onto the team and my predicted lineup. Well, we know that Neves is back from his suspension, and we are hoping, according to Bruno, Lage, that Daniel Podence will also be available after coming out of his COVID isolation. He's not trained with the team today, but he could join up tomorrow if he gets a negative test. However, that does mean that he's unlikely to start, does it not? And we now know that Marcel has got COVID, so although he's not been starting recently, he cannot be considered. So my team for this one is going to be Jose Sarr in goal, the normal back three of Cody, Kilman and Saiz. In the middle, Neves and Dendoncker. Sorry, in the middle, Neves and Moutinho. Dendoncker will probably drop to the bench. Semedo, Aït-Nouri on either side. Who've been doing decent jobs, but I'd like to see him get a little bit more going past the player than checking back, as what's happened recently. And then up front, Raul, Wang, and I'd start Traore again. I know probably his decision making in the last game wasn't the best at times, but I just feel he adds more than the other option, which is Trincao, who, you know, I've not been overly convinced on. Maybe Bruno will play that, but that's where I would go for. What do you think? Bruno Lage has also talked about the fans. He said, since the first day I felt a connection. We lost the first 3 games and didn't give anything to the fans, and they were staying with us. They understand what we're doing and what we have in mind for the future. As I say, talked about January. First step to their own best players in January and the summer. They need to stay here. Big challenge for us. We cannot sell our best players. And of course, Mo Salah's come up. He's talked about him and how amazing he is. Very fast, very smart. Find the spaces. We need to pay attention to him. But they've got Mane, Jota, Firmino, and of course, Diogo Jota's coming back as well into that one. He's talked about Liverpool, saying we're happy to play Liverpool because we're strong. I think we're strong at the moment. It's not just the back three doing well. We work as a team. The last goals we scored started with Jose Sarr, but that comes on to the fact that Liverpool are so high scoring, and Wolves just have got the. We've scored less goals at home than Norwich and place. I think we've got the 18th worst goal scoring record, but we're third on the teams that have, in terms of goals conceded. So it's going to be interesting. So yeah, we're going to come on to my score prediction in a moment, but let's go over it first of all to see what my dad Magic Moss has to say ahead of this one. So we're here again with my dad Magic Moss post Burnley, looking ahead to the Liverpool game. Dad, first off, you know, how are you feeling an hour or so after the Burnley game?
Not very good, David. We've got to start scoring goals, haven't we?
Okay, and who have you got? Who's this chap?
That's Jack.
Jack, Union Jack.
Oh, Union Jack. That's a good name, that is, David.
I love it. So Union Jack, he's out. And looking ahead to the Liverpool match, how you what you thinking about that right now?
Well, we've got to get it together, David. I think we'll do all right.
You'll think we'll do all right, Dad. That's interesting. And when you think we're going to do all right, I mean, this is Liverpool who have spanked Everton tonight. But you've got to scored average of 3 goals a game.
They've got to improve themselves on what they've done the last couple of matches, haven't they?
Okay.
And if they've got Bonanza back and what's his name, Neves, they'll do it.
So what's going to be your score prediction?
1-0.
To who?
Who what?
Who's 1-0 to Wolves?
Yeah.
So we're going to beat Liverpool and stop them from scoring, and they've scored 40-odd goals.
It don't make any difference.
3, and Wolves are going to shut them out.
You've got a good goalkeeper.
Might need him on the weekend.
Yeah, we will do. You've got to be positive. We beat West now, so we can beat these.
This is Mr. Positivity tonight.
Yeah.
When I asked him during the game against Burnley, I went to my right, Dad, are we going to win? He went, no.
No.
But he's positive now. Liverpool, who's scoring that goal, the winner?
What you reckon?
I don't know. What's Union Jack whispering in? What's Union Jack whispering in your ear?
I'm going to get one this time.
Royal.
Yeah.
Mr. Jimenez.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
The Prince of Molineux.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you're going to sing us out, Dad? What song? You could do a ferry across the Mersey, couldn't you?
Oh, no way am I singing that one.
Hey.
Let's twist again like we did last summer. Let's win again like we did last year. Let's twist again like we did last summer. Okay. Let's twist again like we did last year.
Let's win again.
Let's win again like what we did last year.
Well, hopefully, not last year, but against West Ham.
Yeah, like we did against the West Ham. They play well like they did against West Ham, David. I think they'll do it.
1-0 to the Wolves against Liverpool. That would be immense result. There you heard it first from the myth, the man, the legend, Magic Moss. Always Wolves, Dad.
Always Wolves, David. Look after yourself and everybody else. I think what I want to say, David, that message you said to me for that chap, what's his name? Scott Chappell?
Scott Chappell.
All the best to him. Look after yourself. I love you very much.
Lovely. Stay safe, Scott. Stay strong.
Stay strong, Scott.
Thanks ever so much to my dad, as always. You just got to love him, haven't you? So, on to my score prediction. Now, like every Wolves fan, you know, we're kind of expecting to get beat against Liverpool. They are an unbelievably strong side. They have so much quality in depth in every position, and they're in an unbelievable vein of form. It's become a 3-horse title race, hasn't it? City, Chelsea and Liverpool for the title. They've pulled away from everyone else, and Liverpool scoring for fun, facing a Wolves team that have scored 1 in the last 4 games. So on the face of it, you think Liverpool are going to turn up, they're going to rock up, they're going to beat us 2, 3, 4, 5 even, and that'll be the end of it. However, this is Wolves. This is Wolves. You know, we can't break down a Burnley team. We struggled against Norwich. You know, we were lucky to get out with a draw against Leeds away. We had played well against, okay, maybe not a brilliant Everton team in bad form because they're struggling, but a decent West Ham side we played off the park. And we've seen this early season how we can play. So Liverpool won't be parking the bus. They will go at us. They will be full of confidence expecting to beat us. But that should create spaces for us. And if we're disciplined and we get on the front foot and we have that belief, we can score. We can score goals. So I can't bet against our side and say we're going to lose. Yeah, I'll go in with that expectation that we probably will. But I'm going to be positive and I'm going to go with a 1-1. And who knows whatever else could happen. Because as I say, this is Wolves. And we've seen Wolves so many times struggle against the teams that we shouldn't and then pull off performances against the teams that no one expects us to do. So I'm going to go with a 1-1 and hopefully it's a bit more. If we can get out with a draw, I'll be over the moon with this one, but you never know. Call me mad, call me eternally optimistic, whatever, but leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you're knocking around tomorrow, please come and say hi and buy a samosa and help that fantastic charity, Dementia UK. Until the next one, I'm Dazzling Dave. Always Wolves.